Well, hello my friends, and happy Sunday to you. So today is our color and collage paper challenge. Now, I was supposed to do it last week, and I was so excited about what I was doing last week that I completely forgot. And so I'm a week behind. I apologize for that. If you were looking at the schedule and you're saying, where's our color and collage paper challenge? Well, it's here today. So I apologize for that. Now, our collage paper challenge is, I've been following all year the color inspiration from Simone Lenahan, and I have a schedule of a lot of good that did me this week. I have a schedule of the color palettes that I'll be using and for each month, and the date for each month, and the word that is used for inspiration. A lot of times I'll use the inspiration from the image in the book. I did not do that. I haven't done that in a little while, but some of the images are really good and they're great inspiration. But today I did my own thing because I was focused on the word change and how that made me feel. The color palette was really fun and easy, cool colors and easy to mix. And so I just want to go over a few things with you before you see me dive into the creating, because I've already done it. So down here I have my journal page that I have created. Look at that gorgeousness. Now I have done my color mixing, and the color palette was actually very easy. I struggled on this one a little bit, but the rest were very straightforward. So I used Payne's Gray straight out of the bottle for the first dark color. Then the second color is the one that you can see, the one that gave me some trouble. And I tried cerulean blue, I tried a couple of things, and I ended up going to cad blue. So I tried, cerulean blue, and then I went to a cad blue with a little bit of black in it, and that actually worked really, really well. That was a good mixture. It wasn't exactly the same as my color swatch, but it was close enough that I felt okay about it. And then this color here, the lighter kind of gray, is Payne's Gray with white. A lot of white. It was super simple. All of these colors were really simple to mix. Then the darker gray was, and in my sample, it kind of almost looks green, but I don't see any green anything in here. So I think it's just kind of, the printing of it, because when I printed it out on here, it's not green at all. So I went with the not green version because it didn't go with the rest of the color palette. So this darker gray is Payne's Gray, black, and white. So I took this mixture, Payne's Gray and white, and added a touch of black to it. And like I said, all of these color mixtures were super simple this week. Then for my kind of taupe and tan color, so for the taupe color, I did raw umber, unbleached titanium mixture together. And that worked out perfectly. And then I took this mixture and I added some gesso. I added gesso to this mixture to get this. So really, honestly, super simple color mixtures. So I have cad blue. I think this is like a cad blue. Raw or Payne's Gray, raw umber, and I used unbleached titanium. Somewhat. This is kind of an unbleached titanium. I could have even used like this one. See, that's my unbleached. It's pretty close. This may be a little bit lighter, but I use this one. these three are my house paints that I have color matched or the like. But this one is unbleached titanium. This one's called creme de caramel. But those, and then let's see, raw umber, and then gesso, black and white. That is it. That is all I used for my color mixing for this page. And then after I did that, I went on a search for collage papers. And I found quite a few actually that worked for the project. And then I came back and did a few like paint overs to get some more of like this color blues, which I thought worked out really well. But the goal for the Color and Collage Paper Challenge is to not create any new papers, but to use what I had. So I just pulled out some that were in my color range and ended up using just a few. Like, I was very selective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different collage papers that I pulled for this, for the background. And I used neutral collage papers that are from my scraps of things for the background. And then I used the same color. So this color here is my cream, and I added some gesso in there. Very simple, very easy. I even had the butterflies in my stash. So I had a couple of like random leftover butterfly pages, and cut those out because I was thinking about change, and because I had a couple other ideas, but the butterfly represents fully change. I used some stencils. I used, this is 5x8 Garden 2 stencil, perfect for my little vine. And then this is the Mediterranean 2 stencil for my exterior pattern. This pattern here was on a piece of tissue paper. And then I used my dots to create the pattern on this collage paper. And I love that. So grungy good. So good. So these stencils will be on sale this week for you to purchase if you so choose, if you would like that. But the goal is to use up my collage paper and make it work. And I am 100% thrilled with my page and how it turned out. So I'm sorry I didn't do it last week, but I'm glad I'm here for this week. I love just being in here and puttering around and going through my papers. It just makes me so happy. But I also was really happy about the word change, and it's perfect for this time of year because the seasons are changing. If you're in an area where the seasons change, I used to live in an area where it never changed, but or slightly. But I love the change of the seasons. There's this struggle in between, and it always reminds me of my humanness and how change takes time. It's not an overnight thing. And I just want to remind you of that. If you're in a place where you're trying to do some new things or work on yourself or change your situation or change your art or change how you approach your creative time, be gentle with yourself and take the time to do the steps. And when I say be gentle to yourself, I say be kind too, because whenever we're changing and going through change or trying something new, we never do it right. And I don't even know if there's a right, but it's small steps that we take to make change. It's not giant leaps. It's one little step at a time That's how change happens. One little consistent step at a time. That's how change happens. And change can be scary. And change can bring up all kinds of emotions and fears and insecurities. So take change slowly, but trust yourself. Trust yourself in the process. Just like with today's page, I didn't know how it would go, but I trusted myself in using these things and trying it out. And if it didn't work, it would be okay. And I want to remind you of that change takes time. Be gentle with yourself, one step at a time. You can do it. Whatever you're endeavoring to do, I believe in you, and I know that you can do it. All right, my loves. I hope you enjoy how this journal page comes together. Super simple and easy and fun, and that's the best way to get to the table and do something for our souls. I hope you enjoy the process. I hope your Sunday is restful and peaceful, but most of all, I hope that you always, always know that you are loved.